am recording. All right, welcome to Mr. Powers Teaches Math, and we are working on solving quadratic equations, but they're not quadratic equations. We're solving equations, but they're in quadratic form. So like this example here, we're looking at y equals x to the sixth minus 9x cubed plus 8. And this is our graph of it. And when we look at that, it looks a lot like, at least the form of it, the graph's different, but the form of it is very similar to x squared minus 9x plus 8. And we know how to solve this by graphing, by factoring. Maybe there's a way we could just jump straight into factoring with this guy, or find another trick. And both of those will actually work. So let's go ahead and jump into this guy, and I'll show you what we want to do every time. So we got a method we want to use every single time we do these. And for those of us that are good at factoring and see that right away, if you want to jump in and just start factoring, go for it. But there is a trick, is that if we see this is kind of in this form, I'm going to use u. It looks like, oops, zoom in a little bit here. There we go. If it is in this form, u squared looks like u squared minus 9u plus 8 equals 0. And that is a quadratic. So can I make it this? By using an algebra trick, because this is algebra class after all. And that we can. What we'll do is we'll say let u equal x cubed. This guy right here. X cubed. If u is x cubed, what would u squared be? So in other words, square both sides and you get u squared is x to the sixth, which is right here. Love that. Love that. Okay. So now if that's the case, now we can rewrite this exactly the way I'm used to it, the way I like it, the way I like to see it. I have now u to the u squared minus 9u plus 8 equals 0. I have that now. And so now I can solve it the way I normally do. And no, you don't see it recording, but I am recording. I see it recording, trust me. Okay. So now I have I have something on the left I definitely can factor. So we're going to factor it. So we got u minus 1. 1 times 8 is 8. So u minus 1 times u minus 8. That'll get me u squared minus 9u plus 8. So there it is, equals 0. So I get two answers for u. I get u equals 1 and u equals 8. Now this is where you got to be careful. Those are not my solutions. My original equation was in x's, had x's, and I did a weird substitution to get it to look like a quadratic equation. And that's our wonderful trick, is that we could do that. And we got our solutions for that. Excuse me. But what was u? We got to keep going. Okay, so what was u? U was x cubed. So we're going to have to rewrite this. Actually, what we got is x cubed equals 1, and I have x cubed equals 8. So I'm almost done. I'm almost got my solutions. And we saw from the graph already there are two solutions. Even though it's x to the sixth, it looks like, there's just two solutions. So we take the cube root of both sides, and we get x equals 1. That's one solution, so that didn't change. Cube root of 1 is 1. But the other one did, definitely. Take the cube root, and we're going to get over here x equals 2. And so those are our two solutions, and from the graph, we definitely could We definitely saw that from the graph. 1 and 2 were our solutions. We could zoom in on this thing. So looks good. So it works. Really neat. And of course, if you want to double check it, plug 1 in. 1 to the 6 is 1, minus 9 times 1 to the third power is 9. So 1 minus 9 is negative 8, plus 8 is 0. Yeah, totally works. And if we plug in 2, that'll work also. So that's the way we can always check it and make sure we got the right answer as well. Always a good idea. Okay, so there's one of those. Let's do another one, and then we'll talk about, then we'll look at some other substitutions we can do. But this, we're just going to do a bunch of examples here.